On a quiet Friday morning in rural Tennessee, a devastating explosion ripped through the Accurate Energetic Systems plant, leaving behind a scene of unimaginable destruction and claiming the lives of 16 people. But here's where it gets even more heartbreaking. Authorities confirmed there were no survivors. This tragedy has shaken the tight-knit community of McEwen to its core, leaving families grieving and a town searching for answers. And this is the part most people miss. The explosion was so powerful it was felt for miles, jolting residents from their sleep and leaving a trail of smoldering wreckage in its wake. The plant, nestled in a heavily wooded area between the Tennessee River and Nashville, specializes in researching and supplying explosives for the military. But here's where it gets controversial. While the cause of the blast remains unknown, questions are already swirling about safety protocols at such high-risk facilities. Investigators are painstakingly combing through the incinerated site, searching for clues. But Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis warned it could take weeks or even months to rule out foul play. "There's a gauntlet of emotions here," he said, his voice trembling as he asked for prayers for the victims. Families. The emotional toll on the community is palpable. At a vigil held at Hurricane Chapel, Senior Pastor Tim Ferriss noted the profound grief among those who knew the victims personally. "There's a lot of people hurting, a lot of tears being shed," he said. What's striking is how the emotional response has evolved. Initially, families were numb, but by Saturday, the reality of their loss hit hard, leaving them barely able to speak. And this raises a thought-provoking question. How do communities heal from such sudden, catastrophic loss? The explosion's impact extended beyond the immediate area. Residents in nearby Lobelville reported feeling their homes shake, and one man, Gentry Stover, thought his house had collapsed around him. Even those not directly affected, like Pamela Jane Brown, were moved to gather for prayer, finding solace in the unity of their community. "It was a coming together of the community, a good feeling," she said, despite the heartbreak. The response to the disaster has been immense, with 300 responders working meticulously to navigate the volatile remains of explosive materials. State officials even brought in a rapid DNA team to identify the victims, underscoring the grim reality of the situation. But here's a counterpoint that's rarely discussed. While first responders are hailed as heroes, the mental and physical toll on them often goes unnoticed. Pastor Ferriss poignantly reminded us, "This kind of thing weighs on you mentally. They carry that home. They need prayer and encouragement as well." Accurate Energetic Systems, a key military contractor, has been awarded numerous contracts to supply everything from bulk explosives to landmines. Yet, this isn't the first time the area has faced such tragedy. In 2014, another ammunition facility in the same community experienced an explosion, killing 1 and injuring 3. This begs the question, are we doing enough to ensure the safety of workers in these high-risk industries? As Tennessee Governor Bill Lee urged residents to pray for the affected families, the community continues to grapple with the aftermath. Vigils, prayers, and songs like Amazing Grace have become outlets for collective mourning. But as the dust settles, the conversation must turn to prevention. How can we prevent such tragedies in the future? What changes need to be made to protect workers and communities? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's keep this important conversation going.